But you don't want to believe it. Whip it out and start sucking. I don't play that shit. When I start nutting, don't play that shit.
I'm right. I'm turning this shit off.
Chill. Watch your boy Jew.
Huh? You think that ice cream right there is good?
What you streaming on? Twitch or YouTube?
Well, why did you get that? Is there another one?
This is my last one for the night, guys, and then I'm going to sleep.
Do they have Talenti?
I'm done with that shit. Like, I like this. It seems
You want readers? That's not fair because sometimes you be trying to help me. I mean, I'm trying to help you figure out, and you be like, yeah, because I asked you, and you be like, I don't even know why I asked you because you're gonna do that. I guess I can do cold talk. Huh? Tupac in the prison, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any come and see, I'm still guaranteed my
don't play that shit. That's gonna be my new song now. I'm just saying.
Seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my
Joe Williams didn't run the ball. I don't play that shit.
Gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond. I stay on the mission, coming for the top position. Ain't no competition, man.
You don't have a Warbit user?
I don't know them shit being done. I don't play that shit.
In our league, we don't.
Good eye.
That's when you play?
Yeah.
Well, at least you get a win. You don't play that shit.
Me too.
Nah, I don't play that. I played this
game over with.
Why'd you name yourself Jay Hill on this shit, nigga? That's not your name. I don't play that shit.
It was based off my what's the name? My Gmail.
Oh, you play that shit?
Matt Ryan. I didn't even know he had Matt Ryan.
Nigga, it's the.
Nah, I thought he had like this black quarterback, like some rookie quarterback with like X Factor or some shit like that.
I mean, they just sent out the memo about that.
Tate or something like that. I could have swore it wasn't. Cause I remember watching one of his streams and he was out here running with this quarterback and he was black and he was not Matt Ryan. I'll tell you that much. But one thing that I do know, I don't know what the Saints did last year, but they were not doing good. Because Jared Judy is on the squad.
Jared Judy.
Who's the one that takes us to Atlanta, Georgia, and inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
I need 2K to come out with a game, dog. I can't do it, man, no more.
Get you some cheeks, drink some Henny tonight, wake up, and bring that game back. You acting like this Packers user right now.
I'm not acting like that. That's elite. Hey, I lead the league in touchdowns.
J.K. Dobbins.
What should I do right now, Jordan?
See? What should you do? I'm not in front of the fucking TV. Let me check. I think you should run the fucking ball. If we haven't learned that much, I think that's what we should start
I just threw a pick on my first.
Yeah, you know why?
Because I didn't run the ball.
Would you be able to tell this young man why he threw a pick? Oh, shit. He left the party. Oh, you're right.
Throwing on first down.
Oh,
And
shit.
coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target.
Wow.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Back to throw. Tate. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant you a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does you points, maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So quickly, all the now Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think it's a jukebox. I don't know what that is. You got human joystick?
Mike 54. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
To throw on second down. Gordon. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
They're done.
The point there is they were able to connect. Off play action. Gordon. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jamie Collins. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tate. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. On 1st down, Tate. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Off the play fake. Tate. And finding the tight end Hooper. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his back.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
45, 45. Mike, 45. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Beat them. Beat them.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
On 1st and 10, Gordon looking long for Thomas. That's caught inside the 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
This nigga
and even 40 yards.
This nigga might
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Falcons, 13
I saw like how when I don't know if you watched it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Forever.
Double dog, that's the way.
That's it.
He was slow as fuck.
Running with Kamara. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hey, Zoo. Get that quarterback at all costs. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 2.
On 3rd down, Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10
Die
coming
over.
up.
Maybe I
The
can get
stop
some
for
luck
no
in the
gain
second
brings
half.
up 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes
That
in the play
nigga's
ball.
soul should have lifted from his body.
Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Throwing on 1st down. Tate. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down.
What? Wow, he was able to get the jump.
And shutting him off, now open field. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, had some blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
No way. Oh, he got Eli Apple.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I got you, pump.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, D.
Put up. 5.
Throwing again. Gordon. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Touchdown! New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They run Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Stop on the run.
From the gun, Tate. He can run for it, and he will.
No big plays.
He nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they need more. 4th down.
What league is this?
Hot Boys. He's going for it.
Oh, yeah, he can. Really, there shouldn't be any rule on 4th down. I mean, in real life, there ain't no rule.
Here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
To be honest, you'll make it.
Oh! He may try and run for this.
That was a
curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Little read option, the end result, the 1st down, so a good read.
And the way teams are running it nowadays, they've added variety to it. You know, the original way was you read the defensive end. If he crashes down, you pull it and you go. Now they may not even block that person, may end up reading the linebacker, may read the cornerback, just depends on how they want to block it up. In any case, this worked well for them. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
First of all,
even without a ton of pressure in his face,
nigga?
It just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers.
I know he don't got a high total. I haven't seen him on a draft board in this game. But to be doing the shit he's doing, bro.
Why didn't he run towards the ball?
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
He used to have, remember L1 used to be deflection and shit? You might as well just let the computer do it, because you know the computer would rather a deflection than a pick six any fucking day.
Scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
Is this Mickey?
On 1st down, Tate. Brings it to Austin. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tavon Austin, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
All this nigga does is play cover, fucking. Wow.
Hey, tight down. There you go. Charlotte, 64, quick. Spare.
On third down, here's Kamara. He finds an opening past the 40. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, New Orleans.
What happened? What play did you call?
With his second touchdown here in this first half. As they are now just
No.
point away
What
from
play did
making
you
this
call?
a
What
three-point
type of
game.
play was that?
And with that carry, he's already over
That was a
100
run
yards
play,
here in the
young
first
man.
half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Setting up for the play action we like to do later in the game.
And again, it's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
I was actually about to do a fucking post. Every time I'm in that formation, he plays cover
Morstead out
fucking
now
forward.
following the touchdown to
I was
kick.
like, you know what, I'm about to sit under the post for that. I was like, you know what, he's going to just bunch up on the line.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And who gets ball at halftime?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Because it still counts as stats for this nigga tape.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
I'm eating bookies.
Off play action. Tate. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Tate. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Yeah, but at least I was
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Coverage, maybe.
Operating from the gun. Tate. And this is going to be incomplete.
So they look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
I still got his motherfucking hand. I'm gonna say the Falcons.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is Harris.
Wasting my life right now.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
So
and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
You pressed him on that play. That's the reason why I beat you.
You talking shit?
This is I really want to hit him with this.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Oh, he's smart.
And a potential
Oh, he is a
turning point
smart
as they'll get the
devil
football in
indeed.
very good field position late in this first half. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a
You know, a
timeout.
nigga like
We'll
me
be back
would
after this. You're watching
try
the
to tell
NFL.
that shit out to the
That's what I'm saying. There's a good time and a bad time. Oh, at least I got the win now.
To receive,
Even
they've
if
got
that
the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returned.
Niggas would have been like, I need a TD.
Oh, see, you know what it was? I was going
About
against
set
the
to
wind
begin
this
their
whole
next drive. The
time.
Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some
Oh, so that's why you've been
separation
throwing
here
picks.
as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay.
Like when I deep
But
ball,
in order to
like,
get the separation that
he
you
should've
just
been,
talked
like,
about, change things up a
been over
little
the
bit.
top.
Change your
Like, he kinda had to
tendencies.
slow
Try and hit
down,
them a
you
little
feel
bit
me?
more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Stop playing with this nigga, son.
From the gun, Tate being chased.
Yeah.
He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack,
Well,
get off the
this nigga
field,
don't got
get the momentum
8
going in
yards.
their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum
Nigga
because,
just
hey,
running up out
this
of there.
lead is very, very slim. On the return, Harris. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down
That was
and
a nice,
10.
that was a nice little 3 and out.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
See, like, right now he's basically showing me he's not playing
61, match box, right.
Not
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
You should have threw the out route to Mike Thomas right there.
He's playing a lot.
Oh, no.
He's playing a lot of cover, too.
Yeah, he would have that shit.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm trying to be smart
So as long as you don't lose any yardage, you should be straight.
You draw quarters.
Ooh, you know what? If this shit works.
Off the play fake. Gordon. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Hey, Sam off.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied.
It was a run play. Don't try to act slow. But that's stupid, yeah.
So
that same shit happened to me, bro.
The kicks away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
So I can't really do a play action.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going.
You know that play action, I tell you that.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Back to throw. Tate. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman, and he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Looking in zone for Jones, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And it is true, you can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if you don't know the art of positioning,
it's happened plenty of times with me when I was doing it.
In the right spot,
especially on one small ass.
His hands on it for a second. A little bit of tough catch, though, falls incomplete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level.
He didn't get that, he was gone.
He just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Tate complete to Jones. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So it's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they've hit his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
218, top.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very highly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
I know he's my #1 receiver, but he don't be...
Yeah, that nigga don't got no burner.
Bruh, like, on that one drive that, he fumbled on that play action, like, he should have burnt his ass. I should have scored. Like, that shit should have never fucking happened, basically.
Wait, who fumbled?
My quarterback. Like, that was
a Drew Brees. Yeah.
No, not just Aaron Gordon. Eric Gordon.
Oh. I didn't even notice you
didn't have it's a run for Kamara. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Damn, should I run up the middle right now?
I would.
You wouldn't do outside zone?
I wouldn't do that zone reach shit.
They run it again with Kamara, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
I can't go.
Well, actually,
it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners out days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
You say that, okay.
On 4th down, Gordon. And no, it's incomplete.
How do you punch that?
Decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Very interesting.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That was the fastest
it's a game of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Yeah, it comes with the bullshit.
On 1st and 10, Tate.
Usually that shit all
and it's incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Do all this
once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Yeah, this nigga had that shit on his
to throw again. Tate. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run,
this is funny too,
they do
how
not
every
like to let it in without the catch.
Too.
Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Leaned on their elbow and shit and not get hurt.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Fast wide receiver or a corner.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that.
They make
swing pass
receivers
out to the
like
right
the
side
asses
before lost
blockers in
yardage.
this game.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw.
Wow, it would have worked.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
54-2.
On 4th down, Gordon. And that is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, Freeman. Freeman the 1st down and more. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Isn't ideal.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up.
If I had him on a go route, he would have been
also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, watch that.
Throwing again. Gordon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hey, Charlie. Check this guy. Christian Travis. Hey.
45, Mike, 45.
Hey, high 7. Hit it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Gordon.
Yo, I double teamed him.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
My thing is, how does someone pick it up that fast and just return it
Now
right
set to
away?
begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. This is Freeman. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Isn't O'Casey African?
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Wow.
I
feel like there's a lot of African players.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Atlanta, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they fall to defeat for the second time this season. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. I'm Brandon Gunn. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Talking to me.
All right, my man. I love you, but I gotta get going.
Alright, bro. Have a good night, man.